Welcome to Dateline Polk with news about your county government. I'm your host, Leanne Thomas. Today, you'll learn about County Commissioners' actions from the November 4th meeting. The board approved an amendment to the professional services agreement with Atkins North America Incorporated for the additional professional services to Walker Road Park and Itchipakasassa Reserve. The project's funding comes from the park's Municipal Services Taxing Unit and will cost approximately $217,000.
Today we went in front of the board to get approval of a contract modification to the design contract for the Walker Road Park in the northwest part of the county. The amendment is for approximately $217,000, and it covers the completion of design services as well as the construction administration portion of the park. This is not a construction, it's just a design contract.
The board approved a construction contract with Rodman Construction Incorporated to remodel the Fire Rescue Headquarters and Training Building. The project will include remodeling portions of the building's interior, new restrooms, new mechanical systems, and new fire alarm systems, as well as other items. The remodel will cost approximately $204,000 with funds coming from the Fire Rescue Fund. The board authorized staff to negotiate an agreement with Toshiba Business Solution for managed print services for all county divisions, streamlining the number of printers and copiers, reducing costs to taxpayers. The board adopted a resolution authorizing an amendment to the fiscal year 13-14 utilities operating budget with an increase of revenues and expenses coming to approximately $103.3 million. This was not an additional expense beyond what was previously approved by the board. This allows for proper accounting of prior board action to issue new utility system revenue bonds and to refund existing utility bonds, taking advantage of lower interest rates. In other news, the board recognized 3 employees for their longtime service to Polk County. Eddie Benton Jr. with Transportation was recognized for 20 years of service. Stephen Pugh with Fire Rescue was recognized for 25 years of service. And Arvell Bradley with Utilities was recognized for 30 years of service. The board proclaimed November 2014 as Hospice and Palliative Care Month. Danielle Fields with Good Shepherd Hospice accepted the proclamation. The board also proclaimed November 4th through 6th, 2014 as Care Enough to Wear Pink Days. Danelle Schwartz, paramedic with Polk County Fire Rescue, accepted the proclamation.
Polk County Fire Rescue Division, along with all or most other public safety divisions throughout the United States, takes an opportunity each year to wear pink in support of breast cancer and really all cancer in women. It's such a big issue that affects so many of our citizens, either directly or indirectly, that we want to show support and raise awareness for this time of year. We should be doing it 52 weeks a year, but we take a special opportunity this time of year to do it.
The board approved Community Investment Program Amendment and Interlocal Agreement between Jones Development Company, JDC, NWQ, LLC, Northridge Community Redevelopment Agency, and Polk County for construction and utilities infrastructure to the southern segment of the Northridge Trail.
Had presented to the board this morning basically is in conjunction with the Bartow Northern Connector Phase 2 project, which runs between basically US 17 and 60. It's a new corridor. It'll be a brand new 4-lane transportation facility. It'll connect up to Phase 1 and get you to US 98. We are currently in design. We're expect to go to construction in probably the fall this time next year, or the fall of 15. The agreement basically calls for the predominant landowner to sell us a portion, approximately 25 acres, for $300,000, and then they're going to donate approximately 45 acres, the southern alignment, that'll get us down to 60, they're going to donate to the county. And in relation to the donation, we'll also have a transportation concurrency issued to them, and we will also look at, they'll be eligible for impact fee credits. Basically, this is the first of the landowners that we will be approaching once we finish up the design plans and move forward to acquisition for this project.
The board convened as the Northridge Community Redevelopment Agency, and the board approved an infrastructure agreement between Polk County and Clear Springs Land Company for the Bartow Northern Connector Phase 2 improvement project with a not-to-exceed cost of $330,000. In public hearings, the board adopted ordinances granting economic development ad valorem tax exemptions to a new business, Von Walter Recycling, LLC, and to an expanding business, Public Supermarkets Incorporated, and approved performance agreements with both companies. The board approved a conditional use modification for the western build-out area of the North Central landfill for new landfill cells and to expand the stormwater retention areas. The board adopted a resolution for a specific delegation of Community Redevelopment Authority to the City of Mulberry. The delegation can include, but is not limited to, the creation of the Community Redevelopment Agency, the establishment of the Community Redevelopment Plan and Trust Fund, and the approval of any amendments to the plan for the purpose of addressing housing and economic blight. It also approved a development agreement with Northridge Community Redevelopment Agency for the Northridge Trail, depicted with a black line and related utility infrastructure. The board adopted an ordinance amending the Land Development Code as it pertains to construction, aggregate processing, and storage. The board adopted an ordinance repealing ordinances that set rules, regulations, and fees for parks and recreation areas, updating and combining them into a single ordinance. And finally, the board appointed Rochelle Coleman Seltzer to serve as a member of the Polk County Lakes Access Advisory Committee for a 3-year term ending November 16, 2017. It also appointed Nelson Kirkland to serve as a member of the Polk County Historical Commission for a 3-year term ending September 30th, 2017. To keep current with programs and progress in the county, visit us online at polk-county.net or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We encourage you to join us at the next scheduled board meeting at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, November 18th. Thank you for watching this edition of Dateline Polk.